Hi. Oh, whoa. Calm down, calm down. I didn't mean to startle you. Well, okay, I did a little bit. The look on your face was pretty funny. But really, darling, after the last couple of little chats we've had, I'd have thought by now you'd trust me. So, hi again. Nice to see you. Been a couple of weeks since we last met. Gotta tell ya, I've been looking forward to our next little get-together. So much so, I did something I never, ever do. And I went out of my way looking for a superhero. Are you going to ask what I was doing here? Like always, my friend, I am 2 steps ahead. I mentioned this before, but I know your patrol routes. Where you're most often sighted, the places you frequent. They're all in this district. So I just came and waited. Plunked myself down on a rooftop, kept my eye out. Yeah, that's right. I'm stalking you this time. Ha! Payback. See how you like it. But what's a little friendly stalking between lovers, huh? And remember, you did it first. I didn't really have much else to do today, so I got up on some reading. Currently reading this older book, Seduction of the Innocent. It's an essay about how comic book fiction is making kids kind of crazy or something. It's from the 1950s. Crazy, I know. Anyway, I was getting to this really interesting part. Interesting in a diluted sort of way. When all of a sudden, I see you swinging by. On your travels, keeping an eye out, completely oblivious to the fact that I was nearby. I'd almost be hurt if I didn't know it's because you're just so great at your job. Anyway, popped my bookmark in, got in costume, and started following you. I thought you were heading to your apartment or something, maybe going to a little superhero team-up. I think that's what you people call them. But now, I saw you land on this rooftop and head inside. Took me a second, but I remembered what you told me before. This is where you work, isn't it? It must be, given the amount of time you've spent here, and how relaxed you were when you walked out onto the rooftop. This must be a routine for you at this point. Again, sorry if I startled you. You must have thought I was one of your coworkers. I'm surprised you didn't notice. Actually, don't you have some kind of superpower that tells you when you're in danger? It didn't tell you I was near? Aww. Your insect early warning system doesn't consider me a threat. Isn't that cute? Now come on, get off your high horse and sit down here with me. It'll be just like last time. We've got a really nice view, and I've got takeout. Yep, right here. Freshly cooked Italian again. I had Uber deliver it. Wasn't sure what you wanted, so I ordered one of everything. Yeah, I guess I could have just ordered what you had last time, but this is more fun. Plus, it's not like I can't afford it. What can I say? Crime does pay. Just be careful not to get any on your suit. I'd hate for you to get some sauce or something on it. Really impressed with the costume change, though. Doing it in the stairwell? Haven't seen that one before. Is that why you work so late? So people won't wonder why you're headed up onto the roof rather than going downstairs with everyone else? Or is it because you constantly have to sneak out when there's a crime happening nearby? Gotta meet them deadlines somehow. Oh, calm down. I didn't get a look at your face. At least, the part that matters. I can see your mouth, but usually that's not enough to identify a person. Unless you're Sherlock Holmes. Or Mystery Man or something. But really, why would I want to? I mean, I'm sure you're very pretty under there. But everything I want to see is right here, in that mask. But that does bring me nicely on topic with what I mentioned last time. Have you given in some thought to what I said? You know, about the knowing who you really are, all that jazz. I probably came off a little absolutist about it last time. I'm sorry about that. Obviously, your civilian identity is always going to be a part of who you are. After all, that's how you were born. But you get what I'm saying, right? If you keep trying to balance both those lives, neither one's going to flourish, sweetie. You're struggling to meet deadlines. Your coworkers think you're weird, and your boss is probably screaming at you, telling you to get your act together. Not realizing you're the only reason this city is still intact after all those supervillains you put away. Oh yeah, I absolutely heard about that. Really nice work. Okay, actually, that snitch you interrogated, the one who told you about the heist those guys were gonna pull? Yeah, Jimmy the snitch, yeah. I paid him to tell you. I heard what was going down through my contacts. I knew it was bad news, and I thought you could handle it. What can I say? You're just reliable. I was right, of course. You took those guys down. Took a bit of effort and a couple of bruises, but you gotta earn it, right? I was watching the whole time. And I promise, if there was even a second I thought you were in any real danger, I would have stepped in. But I didn't have to. Because you are the best. Even if nobody realizes it. Well, nobody else. I'm happily aware of it. Consider me the chairwoman of your fan club. And even after all you did for them, they still hate you, don't they? Why is that? There must be something you're doing wrong. Though I'll be damned if I can figure out what it is. Can't be the costume, it's dynamite. I wasn't joking when I said I was making my own version of it. What do you think all those materials I was buying last time were for? From what I can tell, you're always very kind and helpful. You go out of your way to save people. Sure, you make awful jokes, but you're not that bad. Is it the secret identity? Again, most heroes nowadays are either public or part of the Heroes Guild. You're neither. And you don't want to change that, do you? So maybe that's why. I know the average person on the street trusts you. But overall, until you can fix your reputation, the cops, the SHCB, they're all going to be after you. There must be something you can do to change that. Or maybe don't. They already think you're a criminal. Why change their minds? Maybe embrace it. Be the outlaw. The enigma. The one that stands out. You're basically doing that already. Just not making any profit off of it. But you're doing fine so far. In your hero guys, at least. Your real life, not so much. Maybe it's just not for you. No harm in that. Quit pretending to be what you're not. Ditch the fat from your life. Become my partner. Would you like that? Oh, I'm not saying you have to become a supervillain. I'm a thief. I know I call myself a supervillain, but that's just for my clients. Nowadays, you can't get hired unless you're the world's greatest assassin or have superpowers or something. It's exhausting. Must be what being a content creator on YouTube feels like. But getting back on track, don't you think you'd be better off spending time with me rather than carrying on as you are? You said it yourself. I'm the only person that's been nice to you in costume. And you seem pretty miserable in your regular life, so why not change that? You wouldn't have to help me pull off heists. I mean, you could if you wanted, but it's not required. Just spend time with me. Eat takeout, hang out, fight crime, rob banks, whatever takes your fancy. You can still be a hero, still fight supervillains, help old ladies cross the street, pull cats out of trees. I'll even help you. All I'm saying is, drop the stuff that makes you miserable and focus on what makes you happy. Does that sound unreasonable? You don't have to decide right now. I know it's a lot to think about. But I like being around you. I can sense a connection between the two of us. A spark. Something there. Something that makes me happy too. It just kills me sensing this cloud lingering over you. It's like, you know, the happiness you have when you're with me is only temporary. That you're going to be miserable again the second I leave. And I don't want that. I don't want that for anyone. I mean, look at those people down there. Not a single one of them would hesitate if I offered what I'm offering you right now. I'd share this happiness I feel with all of them if I could, but I can't. So I'm choosing to share it with you. And you'd be stupid not to take it. Here's how it'll work. I'll give you my number. It's a burner, so don't get too excited. You have till next week to call it? Yeah, that sounds fair. If you don't call it, then I'm throwing it away, and you'll never see me again. Because that's not fair on either of us. If you do, I'll arrange a meetup and we can... Excuse me? You don't need it? The number? Why is that? Oh. Your decision's been made then. That's fine. I'm ready. Let's hear it. I'm a big girl. I can take it. I'm actually happy we're getting it out of the way so quickly. Let's... Oh. Oh, yes, I'm very happy we got it out of the way so quickly. I would have hated to feel like my day had been wasted. And I'm very happy you made that choice. And you're sure this is what you want? No second thoughts or anything? All right. All right, good. From now on, there's not going to be any more superhero, supervillain stuff between us, right? Just you and me. We're alike. We're on the same side. From now till forever. That's enough of that mushy stuff. What do you say, partner? What do you want to do first? Because we can do anything you want. You and me together? Who could stop us? Not the guild, not the assembly, nobody. There's an entire world of possibilities out there. As far as I'm concerned, the world is our oyster. Now, let's go take it. Hey there, cupcakes. How'd you like that one? I really liked that one. I came out of that script so excited to read it and perform it because I liked the whole bit about finding out who you are, figuring out who you are. But enough of me rabbiting on. I have thanks to give, because I always have thanks to give, but also specifically to Michael J. Williamson, Whimser, and Originuni. That's a fun name to say, Originuni. It could be Originuni, or it could be Oregonuni. I'm not sure. Oregonini. Organuni. There are lots of possibilities. I'm happy with all of them. But what I mean to say is thank you to all of my newest members. And of course, thank you to my Baker and Pound Cake tier level supporters. They are Tomas Rogers, That One Brit, Your Skating Wolfie, Nosti, Rogue Scholar, Barry Wilburn, Estede, Anon, SLE Photo, Harper Evolution, Wolf 9004, Succubus Slave, Malice CeeLo, Army Guy 007, Mr. Fabulous, Lou, Bunny, Tiny the Taxman, Meryl, Inline Flaws, Anin, Darth Mythos, Red Death 48, Always Able, Vagar, Moon, Old Bean UK, Kalua Bear Forces, Cody Artlow, Pierce Tailish, and Christian Cleopatra, and a partridge in a pear tree. Thank you all so much. And if you aren't a subscriber, please consider hitting that subscribe button because that also helps me out. I'm going to head out. In the meantime, I hope that you are all as good to yourselves as you are to me. And I will talk to you tomorrow.